This is Idiotman 28, my first ever Ultimate Iron Man account. Without knowing anything about how to play an Ultimate Iron Man, without consulting the wiki to learn, I'm trying to take Idiotman as far as I can into the world of Gelinor. The first major goal, getting my first ever fire cape. Let's slay, girl bosses. What is up, movers, groovers, and home improvers? My name's Seven Bingus. This is Idiotman 28, and we're back at it. I had a very eventful episode last we met, and so today I think we're just going to take it easy. And the first thing we're going to do on the Take It Easy episode is get birdhouses up and running. We're going to build a crafting table 1, and we're going to upgrade it to a crafting table 2, and then we're going to use the remainder of these planks just for some good old construction experience, because I chopped too many logs. I was committed, sunk cost fallacy, etc. And now we're going to go to blast furnace, make some steel bars, make some clockwork devices, and then build whatever the best birdhouse is that we can build with our crafting level, which at 40 I think is just going to be oak. Teak, as it turns out. Yes, teak until we get 45 crafting, which is maple. I feel two ways about this birdhouse situation, which is to say it's great XP, but it's also like a babysitting ass thing to have to do, and it's frequent enough to be like a little annoying. Last episode I talked some shit on leveling montages. Maybe we try our hand at one of those. I have a lesser demons task I have to do anyway, so we could just do some chill safe spotting with some, I think they're weak to water, some water magic, and get ourselves set up for birdhouses fully. But now we'll go back to Varrock, get set up with some runes. Romeo, you gotta fuck off, man. I will kill you where you stand. I'm probably just gonna spend the whole cash stack on chaos runes here just to keep it simple. Always feels bad to see the money go, but that's what the money's there for. You know what I mean? World hopping never feels all that worth it to me, to like save money or make money. It always feels like a little too much of a hassle. But I'm like, you know me, I'm the get tired after one quest guy. Like, yeah, what I say, 30 coins per pack? Get man. 36 Slayer. Don't get defensive, it's just 52 defense. Don't know why you'd be offended by that. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's 46 magic. Call me Hitman the way I'm 47 magic. Call me Bon Jovi the way I'm living on a 36 prayer. Go ahead and grab an umbrella. It's raining blood. It's 37 Slayer. In a criminal investigation, the first 48 hours are the most pertinent when it comes to bringing the perpetrator to justice. Well, we've just reached the first 48. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. I don't fucking know. 1738 Slayer. The level is that's my Slayer level. I ran out of runes and I'm too lazy to go get more runes. That's 49 ranged. We finished our Slayer task without getting either 49 magic or 50 ranged. It's all good because Wizard Mind Bomb exists. This is something I always forget about in RuneScape, is that there's so many little weird drinks and gizmos and gadgets that boost your stats that you don't necessarily have to have the level to do something. So we're going to go ahead and enchant this ruby amulet that I made with love. And now we have a dig site pendant, and it's perfect timing because our birdhouses are ready. How about that? Thought I'd come to Mauritania and try a crafting thing that I saw Swampletics do, where he did the buckets of sand and blew the sand while he did the... It doesn't really matter. It's not germane to the point. I mean, just... I have no one but myself to blame. You ever fuck up as a kid, and you just like, you know you're gonna get yelled at when you get home? This is what it feels like coming here to talk to this motherfucker. I wish I could go away, man. I really wish I could, but I have lost my amulet to go speak. I know you're not mad, you're just disappointed. That's great. Thank you. I'm going away now. Anyway, I'm fairly sure I'm gonna get tired of doing the sand glass blowing who's a what's it very quickly, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's something we're gonna have to do at some point either way, so may as well give it a shot here. And yeah, if I get really sick of it very quickly, we can just go to shoot some stars while I edit the previous video. So it took me a little bit to figure out the best way to do this, at least for my brain. It ultimately ended up in me dropping a bunch of shit that really I didn't need to be holding on to. It's going to make the birdhouse runs a little more annoying because I'm going to have to re-pick up like a hammer and a chisel and an axe and all that shit. But I'm doing that once every 80 minutes, and I'm doing this constantly. So just being able to fill my inventory with 10 buckets of sand and 10 soda ash is well worth it. Super, super worth it. So yeah, this is slow, but it's really not that bad. I actually find it kind of, I don't know, not relaxing. That's the wrong word for sure. But there's a rhythm to it that I kind of enjoy, rather than the way you would typically do it on a normal account where you're just buying out shops constantly and then you do this all in bulk. It breaks up the repetition a little bit. In my quest to drop enough shit to have enough room, we did drop our Go Speak amulet. I can charter a ship back here. I remembered this as soon as I saw these people. So the question is going to be, where do I charter that ship from? And I guess probably Port Sarum. So I'm trying to like go through the route in my head of in what order to acquire certain things. It's so funny because a couple episodes back, I said that all I learned about playing an Ultimate Iron Man, I learned from watching Settled, which is like saying all I learned about basketball, I learned from watching Jordan. And this is like me in my front yard shooting free throws right now. Like, occasionally I'm going to make one, you know? It's not pretty. Definitely not playing for the Bulls anytime soon. But maybe I could play for the Cucks. I don't like the jokes that I make any more than you do, for what it's worth. But I have to make them. It's a sickness in my brain. Some people can't read social cues. I can't not say stupid shit. And then we just get back to it. I am really enjoying this aspect of an Ultimate Iron Man, which is like simple shit that would normally just be satisfied by going to a bank becomes like a puzzle. And it's like an efficiency puzzle. And I'm sure like in mini puzzle games, I am certainly not doing the most efficient route to the solution, but it feels good to get the brain muscles moving. So I'm going to do this till 45 crafting, and then we'll find something else to do. Last episode, we got so much done. This episode, like I said, just a hanging out episode. I'm just going to kick back, vibe, and let's just skill a bunch, I guess. And with 45 crafting achieved, it's time to do what I've been saying we should do for a bit. It's time to get this Lumbridge and Drainer Easy Diary done. That ring is going to be so good for running around, yapping to people, which I just feel like we're going to do a lot more of. Also, small little thing, we've done 41 quests. That's a lot of quests. Like, that's a fucking lot of quests. It flew by. 41 quests in 10 videos, 11 videos? That's an average of 4 quests a video. Don't check the math on that, but pretty dang close. I did look up if there was a closer furnace to a charter sales person, and there is. It's on Deep Fen Point, which you must spend many hours sailing to get to. So hard to say if we'll ever make it there. I can't really imagine what doing sailing on an Ultimate Iron Man is like. Mostly just like the upgrading the boat type stuff. It seems like that'd be really, really tough, or just tedious perhaps. It's worth thinking about. I don't like sailing at the beginning. I think that's a pretty common opinion. It's a little, I don't know. It's kind of like American Truck Simulator, but in a game that doesn't feel very good to like navigate in, which is not where you want to be. But then once you can start salvaging, I find it to be very chill, very enjoyable. Maybe we'll do a sailing episode one of these days. But for now, we're going to say hello to the chicken. Go ahead and kill the chicken. And then we're going to go to the essence mine. I'll tell you what would have been smart is getting a pickaxe before doing this, because we need to mine some essence anyway. There's a pickaxe up in Falador. I think there's also a pickaxe at the Lumbridge General Store. That I'm less sure of. All this could be solved by me just moving my mouse over to my second monitor and opening up a tab on the wiki, but sometimes you just don't wanna. You know what I mean? Okay, another thing we have to do is kill a zombie in the drainer sewers or something about something. There's gonna come a day where we are using a different offhand than the Chronicle. That'll be a sad day. Idiot Man with his book. It's kind of an iconic look. I swear, I do one of those unintentional rhymes once per video. They're not scripted. And you won't believe this, but neither are my intros with the little rhymes and stuff. I never come up with them before I start recording, and it gives me trouble every single time. I really should come up with them before recording, but I don't. What makes the most sense to do now? Grab a small fishing net here, because we need to fish some anchovies in Al-Kharid. How that is a part of the Lumbridge diary, I'll never know. But I'm not here to argue with the code, man. It just is what it is. I was going to say there's an issue in that I don't know how to get a water talisman, but I do know how to get a water talisman. You can kill that blue wizard. Kill that blue wizard near Falador. Hans, I want to know how old I am. 6 days. What is that? like 120 something hours, 127 hours. Don't expect me to cut off my arm. 32 days ago. Man, I feel like I've been playing Idiotman way longer than that. Time flies when you're wildly inefficient, let me tell you. You know, it would go really hard right about now. The ring that would restore my run energy. Guys, remember when we went to Temperos? I get nostalgic about, like, eras of things that I was doing in RuneScape. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, I was thinking just the other day while I was thinking about stuff to do for the future of the series and, like, editing a video that, like, man, like, we started out doing a bunch of Temperos. I kind of miss that. But yeah, I don't know. I think about that all the time, especially with my other account, where lengths of time that you were grinding one particular thing just sticks with you. And I feel like that's something that isn't necessarily unique to Iron Man, but certainly is more pronounced. There's no buying your way out of anything. You just have to do it your dang self. Which, don't get me wrong, is the pits sometimes. But it does make memories. I think this game is kind of unique in that way. I've never really played a game that, like, cements itself in my mind in the form of, like, activities I was doing while playing the game. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if this makes any sense, but let's say it does. Sorry if this clip sounds a little different. I'm standing up, getting my little stretches in, and I've never noticed that these guys all have differently shaped hats. And I want the Air Guys one so bad. It is so fucking weird, so sick and twisted. I want it. Jagex, let me have it. All right, gamers, lock in. I'm going to the wilderness. I know what you're thinking. Bingus, no! There's PKers out there. Bingus, no! You could die. And you know what? That's all true, but I'm brave. And for that reason, we're going into, like, level 7 wilderness or something. Anyway, I'm doing Enter the Abyss. I was doing rune crafting as God intended, and holy, it's shit from ass. So I'm just gonna risk it. I banked our graceful. If we die and lose all this shit, it'll be annoying, but it will not be the end of the world. All right, I'll go. If quest helpers to be believed, that's the only time we have to go into the wilderness. So, whew. We made it. I know that was scary for you, but we made it through, made it all right. And if we have to go back out there, I'll tell you what, I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of no level 7 wilderness or whatever level that was. It would actually be really annoying if I died. I'd be sad to lose my sacks. Hate to lose a sack. The Abyss has been entered. 10 rune crafting. It's nice to have another skill not at level 1, but most pertinently, the question now is, where is that dang water altar? Is it near Lumbridge? Dude, I don't even know how I know some of these things. That's so funny. I'm tempted to go get another Ghost Speak amulet from Ernie just to piss him off, you know what I mean? Just to raise hell, just to be a little chaotic in this world. Now we're gonna buy a candle from this price gouging dickhead. Kill a cave bug. Nice. Okay, that's all we had to come here to do. Finally, actually, I'm gonna hold on to this because we need more ammo soon anyway. And now we just need to bake some bread. You know what? I'm in this area. I'm gonna take the ship to Remington, stop by the house, get our dang graceful on, because I am just perpetually out of run energy, and it's annoying. Another good reason to stop in Remington is I needed to buy some steel arrows so we can upgrade our Ava's device. And now, where it all began, back in the Lumbridge kitchen with my man, Dane Cook. Don't fuck this up, Idiotman. What do you mean? Oh, I need water. Quiet on set. And action. And cut. Check the gate. We got it. Folks, we got it. Hell yeah. That's the diary done. Who do I have to talk to? Some goofy MF? I think he's over here. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Before we do that, I'm going to edge you guys a little bit. Be a crazy title to this video. In this one, I edge you. Can you imagine? The click-through rate would be immense. I've been told I have a nice voice. I need like a YouTube membership or like a Patreon tier where I can make the jokes that I don't feel comfortable just saying. Because some of them, I gotta be real with you, some of them are bangers. I wouldn't even want money for the membership, though I would gladly accept it. I mean, you'd really be forcing my hand to offer me that much money. $100, really? A month? Oh, for every video? Wow. That's really generous of you. I just want to be able to make the jokes. Because, like, for instance, for this one, I was going to say, you know what, don't even worry about it. Let's go get this ring. That's so nice to have. And we'll put this not in herb lore. Why? It needs 30. You know what? Why not? Let's hold on to this. And what we can do is go kill a fuck ton of chaos druids. Note the herbs from killing those chaos druids, and then we can train herb lore. 8 levels is a lot of levels, so I can't promise that I'm gonna hold on to the lamp for the whole time. But we got to train ranged anyway, so get some miles on this accumulator while we're at it, or as people in my neck of the woods pronounce it, accumulator. Because when you're watching a Bingus video, you get edged, and you come later. Dude, my mom watches these. What am I doing? Listen, props if you know off the top of your head what it looks like I'm doing right here. I'm not going to explain it because it's not germane to what's happening. Truth is, I got to open up these sacks, man. I got to open up my sacks and dump the contents out right in front of you all on television. And the reason is I need money and these can have money in them. And I really don't want to go run the agility pyramid, guys. I really don't fucking want to. They can also have herbs. So here we go. Now I need to go to Varlamore, my favorite place in the whole ding-dang world, to buy nature runes. It's the final step of this, my master plan. That's right, you thought I didn't have a master plan? I didn't, and I still don't. But this is the closest that we may ever get to it, which is to say that I've thought about it for like 5 seconds. So, it's pretty bug. Stay tuned. Congrats to those of you who guessed what was probably incredibly obvious. We're bringing this man back to life. And through his reanimated corpse, I will grow closer to my god. Anyway, in classic RNG fashion, when I was killing Chaos Druids before this, there were like 10 of these fucking heads on the ground, and I was like, oh, what a waste. And then I went and spent all my money on runes that I realistically couldn't afford, and I came down here, and this is the first one I've gotten in like 30 kills. It's just no accounting for it, but it's like 500 prayer XP per, so... yeah, almost 600. And yeah, so I relocated to what will be a very familiar location to any Josh's and Gaming viewers, which is the Yanil Agility Dungeon, just because it's easier to get back to, especially since I don't have teleports, or at least very usable teleports with the Arceus spellbook. So the loop is just kill these guys till my inventory is full of herbs, Ardoin Cloak out to note them, Fairy Ring back over here, and go again. It's very chill. All right, as you can see, I've been going hog wild. I'm not going to talk too much about all this shit in my inventory because I'm not even really, I think, that close to reaching 30 herb lore, which is, it is what it is. What is about to happen is 43 prayer. 43 prayer gives us protect from melee. Pretty big deal. We have all the protection prayers now. I'm in the process of gathering limpwort roots for all these Terramins. I think I'm probably going to gather the unicorn horns for Marintills last. I wrongfully thought that I could make Marintill and Terramin tar, but you can't do that for like a bit. So these are going to be the harder ones to actively do. But with this inventory, we're almost at as many limpwort roots as we need. And then we also got the giant keys, which I think now we can definitely fight Obor relatively easily. And I think he drops a lot of limpwort roots potentially. So worth doing. And then in this whole process, we've gotten 64 law runes and 32 Ranars. So it's been a very good grind, all things considered. Got some range levels, obviously got the prayer levels, even got a magic level from casting the adept reanimation. So yeah, good shit all around. So after spending a somewhat absurd amount of time killing Chaos Druids and Hill Giants, we're done. For now. You can take a look at the stats here. You can see that we've made a ton of progress. 49 magic just from casting reanimation spells. And we even got not just a 43 prayer, but 46 prayer from sacrificing all our blessed boner shards at the Libnation Bowl in Varlamore. Obviously, we want our prayer to be as high as possible when we get to the fight caves within, practical limitations, but ultimately, the thing we did this all for, sort of on a complete whim, was 30 herb lore. So we could use this lamp, make it happen, and, oh yeah, that feels nice. Got us all the way to 31 herb lore, which is not a huge leap, but it's a crucial level nonetheless because it means that we can do Edgar's Ruse, which is another 15,000 herb lore XP. I don't think that that'll get us all the way to 38, but it will get us closer, and that is what counts. So with that done, I think I've earned myself a little session of woodcutting and fletching. It kind of rhymes, so it's kind of true. I'm going to go do that, and I'll come back when I feel like doing something else. And now, it's time to finish off the video by doing something a little spooky, a little scary. Rumor has it, there's a big, tall man. A big, tall, bald, some might even say giant man, stomping around in the underground passages of the Edgevale dungeon. And I think he's a menace that needs to be dealt with. And I just so happen to have the keys to his chest. There's only one thing left for me to do before I go and do battle with this man, as I've already acquired a monk's robe and a monk's top, to make sure that I'm as close to my god as I can be as I deliver divine justice. Only one thing left to do. That's to get my fucking hat back. Yeah, he's thinking he's back. Long story short, I opened about 6,000 Veil offerings and got nothing of note, really. A bunch of flax that I'll spin into bowstring at some point for some crafting XP. Some acorns that will be some nice farming XP. But other than that, no fletching knife still. All told, nothing crazy going on. Up to 60 fletching now. The next 5 levels will be kind of painful until we can start doing yew totems. Not yew specifically yew, but yew is in the tree type. Yeah, so the next 5 levels will be slow, but then it should speed up, and then we'll be getting closer and closer to that 74 fletching that we need for the Hunter Sunlight crossbow. For now, I'm going to go try to kill Obor. It's going to be a little spooky because I have never fought him before, and also the strategy that people use to fight him is casting snare on him repeatedly. So I'm going to need to cast snare. I have 75 casts of it with this. Okay, cool. Which is nice because it does use the nature runes that I got from killing a fuck ton of nature spirits, trying to get my rune axe. It took way longer than I thought it was going to. Very funny little detour. So it's a nice use for these since we don't have access to high alch yet anyway. But yeah, it's a little high APM for a Bingus like me. Before we do that though, I want to go to our Hus, which is German for house, and deposit our graceful. Because if we perish from this earth, I would like to not drop it on the ground in Obor's lair. I would like for it to be safe and sound in our closet that we worked so fucking hard to build. Oh my god, I just got edged by a sneeze. That's so annoying. Anyway, Obor's drop table itself I don't think is all that interesting for us, though his chest has a variety of interesting things. Most of it is just going to be things that I think we want to alch. We don't have access to high alch yet, so it's a little awkward there. I could plan better, but you know me by this point if you're watching, and if you've been watching from the beginning. First of all, oh my god, thank you. And second of all, you know that I'm just like a vibes-based gamer. I kind of just go where the wind takes me. And right now it's taking me to Obor, even though I'm a little unprepared. I hope I don't embarrass myself too much trying to fight Obor. One thing I think I've alluded to in the past is I'm not a good gamer. I'm very bad at the video game. Last night on my main, I finally did Sins of the Father, and the fight with Vanstrom Klaus took me double-digit tries, truly. That fight, though, it is bullshit, right? That fight sucks. Very, very difficult. He's very hard to hit. I have, like, base 90s for combat, and I was still struggling to hit the man. And if you fuck up even one of his mechanics, it's kind of GG, huh? Kind of just says GG no re. Unfortunately, you are taking 40 damage, and the fight's going to come down to about 40 damage. But we got him. We got him. I don't know where I'm going right now. I'm just running in a direction. So I suppose we should goes to Edgevale. There he is. The big bugger. And here we see an Obor in his natural habitat, lumbering around, waiting for an unsuspecting Bingus to step into his lair. It's just like if David Attenborough was drunk and also Donald Trump, maybe. I have the best lair. You want my chest? A lot of things in my chest. Very best chest. Everyone's saying it. Anyway, I'm going to wait for my run to regen, and then we'll just give it a shot. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared of this big, strong man. I'm mostly scared of making a fool of myself, but I even double-checked, made sure that my F keys were working. I've literally never done this. I am going to filter out teleports, because I will definitely accidentally click one of those. 100% I will accidentally click one of those. So let's do that, and we'll set ourselves up for success. I've also set up our quick prayers to be protect from missiles and mystic might. So we will activate those before entering the arena. Cast snare on old boy Obor, and just give it the old college try. You know what we say around here, folks? We might college die, but that's just a part of the educational experience. All right, gamers. The time for waiting has ended. This giant with his fuck-ass J's must fall. Turn on the prayer. Enter the arena. Snare this man. Run away. Spell. 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 He's been set free. Snare this man. Run away. Attack. Attack. Snare this man. Run away. I don't think I snared him. I didn't snare him. Snare! Seconds is not very long, huh? We're also going to run out of prayer decently soon here. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at the video game. Snare! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Eat, 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 run! Snare! Why is he not taking damage? Why is he not taking damage? Snare! We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It wasn't even close. It was so easy. It was the easiest game of my life. All right, well, 50 big bones. That's a lot of prayer XP. Nice. Yeah, that was scary. It's occurring to me that snare doesn't work the way I think it does. Because it says it holds your opponent for 10 seconds. There's no shot he was being held for 10 seconds, right? I'm going to go prayer up, and we'll do it again. Prayer up, food up, and we'll give it another shot. We're so freaking back. I'm hoping that this one I can make smoother than the last, because that last one, that was spooky. We almost died. We almost died for sure. We're just freaking going, and we're casting snare, and we're running, and we're getting hit immediately, and it didn't cast, or it didn't work. I don't know. I didn't see. Casting snare. That time it worked. Yeah, there's no universe in which that's 10 seconds, right? Like, I'm not crazy. A bad tendency I have that I'm very much aware of is panicking. Yeah, like when I fuck up once, it tends to lead to like cascading fuck ups where I freeze up and don't know what to do. But in any case, we're gonna open up this chest, see what we get. A bunch of nature runes. And by that I mean 59, which is not a bunch, but it's some. And another Ensouled Giant's Head, which I think is a 100% drop. I'm running now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. Oh, I hope I don't die on my way up. That sucks that he can hit you on your way up. Although maybe it's like the hit registers, you know, before you start climbing, but it looks like it doesn't because RuneScape is a weird game for strange people, and that's a self-report for sure. So we've conquered the bald man twice. I feel like an utter champion, and that is to say, a champion of the utmost respect and not a champion of cows. Cool to fight Obor. I know he's like kind of an iconic free-to-play boss and just like early boss in general, so getting to do that with not a super over-leveled, overqualified character is pretty neat. We'll probably be back here eventually, given that I'll have to kill a lot more hill giants for Limport roots. I was kind of hoping to get some of them noted so I could do some more Herblord training, but I ended up doing the calculation for Edgar's Ruse, and I think it will actually get us to 38 Herblore. So I think next episode is probably going to be a troll episode where we do Death Plateau and Troll Stronghold, and then Edgar's Ruse. I'm gonna take these bones, bless them, and sacrifice them to Tiamat, and then we'll probably call that a video.
Whoa. And it's for this claim about journalists being killed by Hamas, which is a 10-year-old.
What?
But even that article, written by the former IDF soldier.
Well, this sucks. The guy picked up my shit as a joke, and I don't think I can get it back if he drops it. So, at least he seems genuinely like he was sorry. But yeah, all good. I don't want this dude to feel bad. It's fine. I was genuinely thinking about selling the Dragon Longsword because we just weren't using it all that much. But a little rough to lose it this way, especially when we're as poor as we are. a little rough. I mean, like, look, for what it's worth, he's within his right. You know what I mean? Like, we're just dropping shit on the ground here. You know, you hope when you're juggling that someone doesn't come along and pick it up. And I thought I had Entity Hider off. It's my fault. If I had Entity Hider on, I would have been paying attention. Sorry, if I knew I'd had Entity Hider on, I would have turned it off and I would have paid attention. Yeah, I'll do a mime show, man. Why not? My pockets are a little lighter. I'm honestly more annoyed that he got the nature runes than the longsword. So I did what I should have done and hopped to a really low population world. I made sure Entity Hider is off, and yeah, I'm going to continue going. He didn't get the rune axe, which is nice. And honestly, like, a lot of the things that I'm glad he didn't get are stuff that would just be kind of ball flicking to get back. Like, I'm glad I still have the accumulator and all that stuff. So yeah, ultimately it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world, certainly. And not worth making a guy feel really bad over, right? Because like, what can he do? What can he do? What can I ask for recompense or whatever, right? Like, it is what it is. And ultimately, in a vacuum, I don't think he did anything wrong. The only thing he could have done was, like, I don't know if you hover over somebody, if you can tell if they're an Iron Man or not, but like, yeah, it just is what it is. So I'm going to keep doing this. I don't think I'm going to record it just because you get the idea. I'm going to be juggling and doing this for a bit, but we'll finish spinning up this flax, and then we'll go bank these mime outfits that we got from the random event. And as I bring these large men back to life, only to kill them again for the glory of God, we'll go ahead and call it an end to the video. I want to thank you so much for watching. This video was a little bit of like an anime filler episode. Not to suggest that the stuff that we did wasn't important in this episode or anything, but we were just kind of all about the place, doing all sorts of stuff with no real strong sense of direction. But I'm okay with that because the last few videos we've been freaking going at it. Not like go... You know what I mean. Just kind of having a real Richard Linklater slacker of an episode where we kind of just see what's what. I thought would be a good time. Slight damper on it to have my personal goods stolen from the ground at my feet, but what can you do? It was somebody doing it as a bit, and they didn't understand about my restrictions. They didn't understand that to be ultimate, you can't just take something back. Doesn't work that way. In any case, I had a great time making the video, as I always do. That's 47 prayer, and I can think of no better note to end on than to say, I'm 7 Bingus, this is Idiotman 28, and I love you more than I love just how fucking cool Tease looks. I want to look like Tease. And honestly, the fact that I can't is a crime. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.